Hello. All right, we are live. If you are watching this on the replay, thank you so much for joining. Going to give it a minute or so before we get into this. So today is March 18th. It is my oldest daughter's birthday today. She just turned 13. Still can't believe that I have a teenager. Oh, I forgot to adjust my lighting. I'm so watching my TikTok videos because, of course, I was watching TikTok. Oh, hey, says I have a viewer. Hello, hello. Is this not okay? I guess it doesn't go down anymore. I think it's supposed to go down. Ow! Just got shocked. All right, ring light is staying the way it is since I just got shocked by it. That's cool. Static electricity. When I wear my fluffy sweater and my slippers, I'm constantly shocking everyone and everything in the house. So, like I was saying, we'll get into the icebreaker fun in just a couple of minutes. Today, like I said, it was my oldest daughter's birthday. She just turned 13. For everybody's birthdays, we always see what they want for dinner. So she wanted to have baked ziti, so my husband made dinner. For her cake, she wanted a red velvet cake with cream cheese icing, so that came out tasty. And then this evening she wanted to play Clue together as a family, and we only had time to play one thing of Clue. My desk is chipping and I'm getting a splinter in my leg, so that's fun. We only had enough time to play one round of Clue, and she ended up winning, so that was pretty fun for her. So it says we have 3 people viewing, so hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, 4 now. Hello to you too. I guess we can go ahead and get started. So I went on Google because everybody Googles everything these days, and I decided to look up icebreaker questions because I thought last week was a lot of fun when we did this or that. Oh, it's Tamika. Hey, Tamika. Oh, wait, gotta remember to show the comments. So I thought that the this and that last week was fun. So I was trying to think of another game that we could play this week. And I figured that I would search for some icebreaker questions. Hey, Ruth, thanks for tuning in. So it should be fun, and Sherry's here too. All right, so let's see. Oh, this one's fun. What are you most excited about right now? So if you haven't tuned into any of these live streams with me, feel free to answer in the comments because it's fun and it's interactive, and I don't always get a chance to sit down and respond to all of the comments on all of my other videos. So this month it's just been really nice to be able to sit here and chat back and forth with you all during these live streams. So what are you most excited about right now? Tamika says, my new release is coming tomorrow. I have been printing and cutting. These are all of the kits that I have prepped for tomorrow. I have them separated, so I don't want to get that confused. These are some of the scripts and quotes that I have pre-printed and cut. I have, this one didn't make it to the cutting machine. I killed my blade, so I had to get another one set up, and I have to adjust the cut settings again because it changes with every blade, I swear. So I've got to figure out what depth I need everything again with this blade. So I have been prepping. So that was fun. Ruth, I'm excited about new releases tomorrow too. Yeah, it seems like the 2 new colorways, specifically the watercolor blooms, is going to be a really popular colorway. I mentioned in one of the other videos that it was the spring rejects. Because it just wasn't the direction I wanted to go for spring specific, but the colors were just so pretty together that I had to use them for something. So I created a permanent kit for them. Ruth says hi to Sherry, and Tamika says hi, Ruth and Sherry. So for me, I think I'm just still kind of excited about it being my daughter's birthday today. I know Sherry's saying hi back. So let's see. The next question. Oh, this one's fun. What is your most used emoji? So for me, on both of my devices, it is the laughing, crying emoji, because of course it is. And let's see. And then my second most used emoji is the like heart that like it's the pink one and it like kind of expands outward. And then my third most popular emoji is the side eye. Because yeah, that pretty much sums me up. So Ruth is excited about the watercolor blooms. Yeah, I cannot wait. I'm so excited for those colors. That one's, I use that one too. Let's see, how far down is that though? It's actually in my third column. So apparently I've used the thunder and like, oh no, my daughter got a hold of my phone. So now my emojis are all off because I definitely don't use the purple devil and like with the angry like devil face. Yeah, no, that is, and there's a bike. Yeah, my kid was texting her uncle because for her birthday. So that's my most, yeah, that one, I use that quite a bit too, even though now it's not showing up as popular as it was. The smiley face, I feel like that's the same type of smiley face that I use. I don't use the one with like the big teeth. Like I use the one that's more of like a, let's see. If you could bring back, so okay, I did not order these. So we went from being excited to your most used emoji to if you could bring back one fashion trend, what would it be? I just don't want leggings to go out of style. Like that, like seriously, I'm quite happy in leggings, or at least any sort of comfy type of clothing. Trying to think. Like when I typed up all of these questions, like I had answers for them. Probably like a hair clip type of thing, like the butterfly clips. I loved those, and I kind of missed that we did that. The side ponytail. I have a sort of a side ponytail. Like it's a side ponytail in the sense that it was on the top of my head perfectly, but it has fallen to the side throughout the day. So, I mean, I'm just kind of, it works. I just pushed all the rest of the hair over to the side. But yeah, I mean, like a general side ponytail, I'm all about that too. Jean overalls, where my brother says I'm too old for that. They are back though. Jean overalls, like they came back, what, 2 years ago and they haven't left? I know I've been, when I look for clothes for my kids, like I see overalls. It seems like all things 90s are coming back right now. So it's funny because like I remember when I was in like 7th grade, bell bottoms were starting to come back, but then they got tamed down into flares instead of like the full like bell bottoms. And then 80s clothes were trying to make a comeback too. And now there's 90s clothes that like everybody is wearing. And like I take my oldest, my 13-year-old, can't believe that still. But I remember like trying to find clothes for her and I just see so much in the stores that's like 90s and I'm like, no. No. Now I think, yes, okay. If you could go back in time, what is one fashion mistake you would talk yourself out of? So this is one, and this is something that I hope does not ever make a comeback. It is from the early 2000s when, first of all, let's just talk about the ridiculously low-rise hip huggers jeans, okay? Those, in and of themselves, don't bring those back. But the thing that I want to talk myself out of, and I'm going to go there, when you used to wear your underwear up above the line of your jeans, it's not cute. It's not cute. If I could go back in time, I would talk myself out of that. Please don't do that. That's just, yeah. Yeah. I did it. No more rolled up jeans. Like the cuffs on the bottom, because my daughter, the big one, she rolls the ankles of her jeans up, which I don't even care particularly that that's the style that she wants to wear. That's fine. But don't throw it in the hamper like that, because I don't inspect every piece of clothing that I put in the washing machine, and they don't get properly cleaned, and they don't dry all the way because they're all bunched up. Stonewashed jeans. I think I liked that style. I always got confused with the different colors of like the different washes of denim. But if that was like the blue that kind of had like the purpley and brown undertones to it, I loved that. I remember loving the bohemian type styles, like the earthy browns and olive green. And actually, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, some things just haven't changed. I like those like earthy type tones, like mustard yellow, which actually this is looking more bumblebee yellow on my screen, but it's actually more mustardy in person. I have entirely too much mustard in my wardrobe. But yeah, there's early, and then oh my gosh, I remember when I was in like second or third grade. So this is like early mid 90s. The like big baggy t-shirts underneath the tank top sundresses. I mean, I like I said, I was only in like second, third grade, something like that when that was a thing, and that's coming back out too now. The really light, oh, yeah, no. I never really liked the super, super light blue. I need it to be like dark blue. Sherry too. And then we were really dark blue or black denim. I don't think I've ever owned black denim, honestly. Yeah, no, but definitely I like the darker shades better too. I can't really do the light. To me, like if you're going to do a light blue denim, I feel like you can pull that off as a denim jacket, but and like maybe shorts too. I actually have a pair of denim shorts that's light blue. But to actually do like jean pants, I can't. I can't do light colors. What do we have? Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Karaoke. So if we had a karaoke night, what song are you singing for it? I feel like any karaoke night, you need to have Journey's Don't Stop Believin'. Oh, hold on. What's Planet Nerd Plan saying? Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Aw, thank you. That's a good, I didn't even think about that. Thank you so much for mentioning that. Oh, Kayla's here too. Hi. Let's see. I don't sing karaoke. I don't think I've done karaoke since college, and I only think I did it one time. And I'm pretty sure that we did Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive. But I think that if we had a karaoke night, I would probably do something that would like get people moving and like something that's like high energy. And like I'm just thinking Kesha because I love Kesha. But honestly, I think I say honestly a lot, don't I? I feel like maybe Sugar We're Going Down because Fall Out Boy, like who doesn't love Fall Out Boy? Mariah, Christina for sure. Oh my gosh, if I could sing, I would attempt those. I can't sing, and I'm not going to do them dirty like that to try to sing their songs because those two, their voices, I would kill their songs. I'm not going to do that to them. Sherry saying hi to Kate. Hi to Tamika and Sherry. Hi, Kate. Def Leppard. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. They did Pour Some Sugar on Me, right? Is that what you're singing? Because that's a good one. Yeah, I have not done karaoke. I've gone to karaoke before. I remember the one time I was in Vegas and my plane was leaving to come home at 6 a.m. And I was like, I'm not going to sleep because what's the point? So I stayed up and I was just trying to keep myself busy. And I went down to the bar in the hotel and they were having a karaoke night. So I just sat there cheering on everybody. But I did not get up and sing karaoke. Okay, that's what I thought. Nirvana. Ooh, that would definitely get the place going. I'm the old lady here. I'd sing Stevie Nicks if I could sing. Yeah, see, and that's my problem is like, there's songs that I would sing if I could sing, and then there's songs that I would sing because I can't sing. I mean, like, I don't necessarily sound like a cat stuck in a garbage disposal or anything over here, but I'm definitely not Stevie quality, not Mariah, not Christina. Britney's auto-tune, poor girl. Although she does have a voice. Let's see. If you wrote an autobiography, what would the title be? I feel like it would be something that I'm constantly yelling, either at my kids, or at the cat, or at Pepper, the dog. So like, oh my God, stop running in the house already, and other things that I say as I lose my mind through motherhood. And then, gosh, sometimes like the cat, what the hell? I mean, like that basically sums things up, doesn't it? The one year I was constantly yelling at my cats, stop eating the Christmas tree, it's artificial. And I feel like that would make a pretty good title for my autobiography. This too shall pass. That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, like, and this is something else, like, depending on what type of an autobiography, like, what type of theme you're going with, like, is it more, like, personal? Is it meant to be more comedic? Would definitely play into the title. And Sherry's title got E. Oh my God. Compliment. I couldn't think. Sherry, for real. I can't make this up. Yeah. I love it. Ooh, here's another. We're just rolling through these. Although it's already 20 after, so. But yeah, we're rolling through them. Which Disney sidekick would you be? I'm going to take a sip of water. Mostly because I didn't think about this. Like, immediately when I hear Disney sidekick, I go to Flounder for some reason, but I would not be Flounder. I don't think I'm a Flounder. I'm not an Olaf either. Sometimes I'm a Hey. Sometimes I'm a Hey. And I kind of like Pascal, though. Because, like, he kind of tries to egg you on a little bit, but he's just kind of cute. What are some? Oh my gosh, I would not want to be. I don't think I'd be Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast. I'm like going through my head and trying to think of like all of the sidekicks. What is Maleficent's bird's name? Does it have a name? Flounder, because I loved Ariel and I would be able to swim. I think I would end up being more of a Sebastian if I were to be from Ariel's movie. I would not be Scuttle, though. Flounder, he's so cute. But, like, when he makes the mistake and accidentally rats out Ariel, I think that's why I'm like, I couldn't be Flounder. Ruth likes Tamika's. The crab in the... Yeah, Sebastian. Because, like, he's musically inclined. And, oh my gosh, if Holly was in here right now, I wonder if she would pick Sebastian. Although most of the sidekicks, I mean, well, no, some of them don't talk because Pascal doesn't talk. I'm going to say they all have songs, but they don't all have songs. Flounder doesn't sing. Olaf sings. Hey doesn't even speak. Let's see. Trying to go backwards in my head. So the next one would have been Brave. Brave didn't have any talk. They had, I mean, like, I guess the mom is the sidekick, is the animal sidekick in Brave, because she's the bear. That could be me. I could be Queen Eleanor. I don't know. I lost my place. Where? There we go. Okay. Here's one that's going to make you think. If you could only have 3 apps on your phone and you had to delete all of the others, what are the 3 apps that you would keep? I would definitely keep, I feel like I would keep my camera app, my texting, and I'm trying to decide if I would keep Instagram or if I would get rid of that. Well, I mean, like, there's not, okay, so I don't have a ton on my phone. Oh, there's the Target app and TikTok. Ooh. I could get rid of Ulta and Michaels and save me some money. So those would be good. Oh, but then there's the weather app. I don't really use it all that often, though, but let's see. Yeah, this is doing that thing again where the comments just kind of get bulk published over here. All right, so Gmail, Playbooks. What's Playbooks? I'm curious. And Fitbit, but I know Fitbit, though. I like Fitbit. I had to stop wearing my Fitbit. I used to wear it all the time, but the band was starting to irritate my wrist. I had been using like the regular Fitbit, like the actual like Fitbit brand band, but it would break every few months. Like it would just rip so easily. So then I started buying a different brand and it was starting to irritate me. So I don't wear my Fitbit anymore. Amazon, you went in the opposite direction of me. I'm like, I think I would delete all of my shopping apps. You're like, keep the shopping app. YouTube, yeah, and that's another thing. Like, I watch a lot of YouTube, mostly planner channels. I am starting to watch Animal Crossing channels. There's like 3 people that I watch from Animal Crossing. So, I don't know. YouTube would be a hard one for me to get rid of. Food apps, yes. Oh my gosh. Although my husband usually does all of the food ordering. Like he's got the DoorDash app, and I can't log into his DoorDash because you have to sign in through Facebook, and I deleted Facebook. So Facebook's already been gone for me, so that's a gone app. Okay, so Playbooks is a Google e-reader. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, and now I get it. Playbooks, yeah, okay. Camera, text, and Instagram. Yeah, and those were my initial 3, like, just gut reactions, was the camera, text, and Instagram. And then I started to actually think about it. Watch YouTube on the computer. I usually watch it on my iPad. So I'm just kind of like thinking about, like, even though it's 2 devices, I'm just kind of thinking that I can only have 3 apps across the 2 devices. But yeah, I mean, like, that's the other thing is anything that I would use to access, like, from the internet, I could do that on a computer and I wouldn't need it on my phone or my tablet. Watch videos on my, yeah, I very rarely use my phone because, like, it's kind of small. I don't have like the jumbo size screens, so I do almost everything on my iPad, and I can go, I think I've been 4 days now on a single charge on my phone because that's how little I actually use it. Let's see. I'm trying to find for the next thing. Ooh, okay, so here's fun. Here's a fun one. What is your favorite magical or mythological creature? I think I have to go with mermaids. Because, like, The Little Mermaid came out when I was, like, it came out in 89, right? So I was 3. I think it came out in 89. So, like, that was a huge part of me growing up was The Little Mermaid. So I think that I would end up having to pick mermaids. I use my phone when I'm cooking it on Tamika's live show. I missed it again this week. And that was the whole reason why I picked Thursdays for this, like, for me to be the day that I stream, is for, so that I would not, what is the word? Conflict. I don't know why I can't think today. I didn't want to conflict with Tamika's lives on Tuesdays, so that's why I picked Thursdays. A dragon. Ooh. Yeah, dragons are pretty cool. Phoenix. I had a feeling you were going to pick mermaids too, since you picked Flounder from The Little Mermaid. I loved that movie. But yeah, I think I would have to go mermaids. I'm old. I was 13 in 89. My sister was 13 in 89. So that's not old. I don't think my sister's old, so I don't think you're old. I'm only 10 years younger, so I mean, I think it's funny. I don't think that you're old. I think I'm old. I don't know what kind of logic that, logical sense that makes. I feel old. I think I'm just starting to embrace getting older. And at the same time, I feel like it's not actually old. If that makes any sense at all. Which I don't even know. It might not make any sense. So here is one. What is your cell phone wallpaper? So I will show you. Clear out my notifications. Mine is actually the leaf box from the minimalistic kit. I was so excited about that kit. So I changed my wallpaper. And it's the same on my iPad too. I have it. Oh. What did I do? What did I do? I don't even know. But yeah. I am probably going to change it to something else. But yeah, I will usually either do like hand letter some sort of a quote and make that my background. Or for a while, Allie from According to Allie was doing wallpapers. I think she might still have them as a highlight reel on her Instagram. But she would do monthly wallpapers, and a lot of times I would save her wallpaper and use those on my phone. Let's see. I'm not seeing any comments if anybody has commented about their cell phone wallpaper. So I don't know if StreamYard is not just popping them through or, oh, nope, here we go. Same print from my latest Traveler's Notebook from Planners Anonymous. The cherry blossom one? Or has there been another TN since then that they've done? Right? Because like she had the cherry blossom one, and that was the one that she came out with in the classic Happy Planner size 2. And they were the two different colors, right? The smaller, the B6 one was the lighter pinky purple, and then the classic was like that deeper purple shade. Mine is a free one from Oso Paper Co. subscriber membership. This month is March. Let the good thoughts grow. I like that quote. That's a good one, especially for March. I don't have Oso Paper Co. though. That's the one, the shop that has the really cute girls with the really pretty eyes, right? Like I'm picturing it in my head. Now I'm gonna check. I'm pretty sure it's the shop that I'm thinking of. Oh, so. Yes. It is. The eyes of her girls are, I love them. There we go. Yeah, so that was exactly who I was thinking it was. And now I'm just sitting here scrolling. Oh, this one's so cute. Look at her. She's so pretty. Yay. Her posts haven't been showing up in my feed, and I'm following her. I should say them because I don't know if she goes by her or not. I have to be really conscious. I'm trying so hard about gendering if I don't know. So Sherry has her grandkids as her background. Okay, so that I was right with the TNs. That's what I thought. Okay. Plain blue, I need to change it. I take, like, I would say before Allie started doing her free wallpapers, I had the same wallpaper for like 3 years, and it was, maybe not 3 years, a while, like probably maybe 2 years. I'm trying to think. It was from 2017. Yeah. So it was at least 2.5 years. It was from our one Disney vacation that we took, and it was one of the family pictures. And that was my wallpaper for like years. The plum color. Yeah, that plum color was really pretty. Use them for my health planner. I've used this. That's why I recognized it. The Ice Queen one, was that it? Was it the Ice Queen stickers? Because I loved when you did those spreads. The love of IG, only show you a few friends and more ads. Oh my gosh. I don't enjoy scrolling Instagram now as much as I used to, because for every one picture that they show me of a post from somebody, I get like 6 reels. And I'm sorry, I prefer TikTok over Reels. So if I want to watch Reels, I'm going to close Instagram and go to TikTok. So it's so hard for me to scroll Instagram now. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll just scroll through some of the planner hashtags instead of scrolling my actual feed, because my feed is not showing me what I want to see anymore. It's not showing me the pictures. It's just showing me reels that I probably have already seen on TikTok. It's just, yeah. Instagram needs to get it together. I feel like I should have put this one up with the karaoke question. Are you a good dancer? I probably am if you give me a couple of drinks. Yeah, see, and now there's a couple more popping in. Do that. Yeah, I mean, like, I used to not watch stories as often, and I feel like I end up watching them more now because my feed is not as enjoyable to scroll. Yeah, and Tamika says so too. I don't know. It's hard. And like I said, I'm not on Facebook anymore. I just can't handle Facebook. And they were getting bad too. So anybody else a good dancer? I'm kind of curious to see if anybody in here was a dancer. Used to be a dancing machine. Like, I loved, and I probably, if I could go now, I probably would go out to clubs and just get on the dance floor and dance. Now, can I dance and do I dance? Totally different questions. I love to get up and dance. I think it's so much fun. Back a couple of weeks ago, when Bess from Lights Planner Action was doing her 5-year shop anniversary, she hosted a dance party. She actually hosted 2, but the second one, I was just run down, and I think I was in bed by like 9:30 that night, and I was just so tired. But I was excited to get up there and dance and everything. I can dance. I used to dance a lot when I was young, but not anymore. Now I dance. My kids look at me funny. Yeah, I put up a story today. My daughter, the 13-year-old, was on a Zoom, and I walked in, and she's like, and this is my mom, the embarrassment. And I'm like, that's me. You know, like, it's fun to, like, embarrass her. I try to not do it, like, in, like, actual public, because I don't want to, like, truly embarrass her, but when I know it's, like, good company, you know, like, it's her friends, and her friends are pretty chill and laughable and everything, I definitely joke around with them. I love this. We've got a lot of dancers. It's hard to, like, listen to music and not move, right? I don't know if I'd call myself good, though, but I have so much fun doing it. So I kind of don't care if I'm good or not. I'm going to dance no matter what. And going back to, yes, about the kids looking at you funny. My kids will come and dance with me too. Even the teenager, like, she comes over and she will start dancing and grooving and everything. So it's a lot of fun. I like to play music as often as I can. Here's a random one. If you were a potato, what would you be? Like, would you be a mashed potato? Would you be a baked potato? Would you be potato chips, French fries? Google served me well in finding a lot of these random questions. So I'm going to come back over here because there's still some more chatter about the dancing, but that's the next question. Pointing. It flipped. All right, so potato question. So we says, Sherry loves to dance. I've been wanting to choreograph a routine to a favorite song of mine just to see if I've still got it. So did you used to do choreographed routines? I remember when I was in like middle school, my friends and I, every year there would be a school talent show, and everybody would want to try to do something. And I remember in 5th grade, we were trying to do a routine to, oh my gosh, I can't think of the name. It's that boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say, whoa, whoa. Please tell me you guys know that song. And the school told us we had to change our song. So, and I think we were going to do Wannabe by Spice Girls, but we ended up doing, I don't remember what song we ended up doing, but it was some sort of an oldie, because I remember we wore poodle skirts. But we ended up just sitting there and choreographing routines and everything to it. All right, so back to, what am I doing here? Well, here we go. I'm like scrolling through all of the comments, and all I want to do is pop the question back up about if you were a potato, what kind of potato would you be? So now we are going to come over here. Ruth says French fries or mashed potatoes. And Kate says mashed. And Tamika says potatoes au gratin. Ooh, I have not had au gratin in forever. Okay, so Ruth recognizes the song. So now I don't feel so bad. Twice baked. I think I've had those like years ago. So au gratin and twice baked, my mom used to make, sort of. Like she would buy like the box mix type things. So I don't know if like real au gratin and twice baked potatoes are any different than those, but I remember liking them. My brother and I used to make up dance routines all the time when we were younger. Our neighbors used to come to our house to watch us dance. Oh my God, that's exciting. We entered several talent shows at school. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, see, now I kind of want you to try to do a routine and see if you still got it so I can see, because that is talent. That is awesome. And then Ruth says, I danced with friends to Nasty by Janet Jackson in front of a class in 6th grade. We made a routine. Oh. I danced to that same song at school. Yeah, there were a lot of songs that we tried to get into our talent shows, and the school was like, we need to review that song, and then they come back, you can't do that song. So yeah, I think they turned down Wannabe from Spice Girls, and they turned down that Boom 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 song. And Ironic. They turned down Alanis Morissette's Ironic because one of the other girls in my class wanted to sing that one. They were constantly turning down stuff. I think that if I were a potato, and I kind of want to be potato chips, because like there's so many different types of dips that you can use with a potato chip. And I think it'd have to be Ruffles though. I'd have to be a Ruffle wavy potato chip. Janet Jackson was my favorite in middle school. Oh my gosh, we did try to do a Janet Jackson song. Oh God. I can picture the music video in my head. Vaguely. Oh. It's going to bother me. I can't think of the song now. Can't believe they allowed Nasty voice. The things that like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like all over the place. I remember like them turning down certain songs, but then another group of girls, they allowed them to do a chair dance routine. And a lot of us were just sitting in the audience like, because it looked highly inappropriate for a middle school dance. And the thing is like our middle school, and They were probably a little stricter because our middle school wasn't actually a middle school. It was still the elementary school. It was kindergarten to 8th grade. So you had the kindergartners also in the talent show as well, and the 8th graders too. And then you had these girls doing chair dance routines. Something just popped up over here. Here we go. It's a Pleasure Principle. I don't know that one. Pleasure Principle. Let's see, what else do we have? Ooh, if you could see one movie again for the first time, which would it be? Yeah, like I said, these questions are not in like a cohesive order. But that's okay. I'm gonna take another sip of my water. I don't have my cup, like my regular cups. I have this tiny little one that we use for the kids. Probably could have gotten a bigger one, but it's okay. I think I'm going to cheat a little bit on this. And instead of it just being one movie, I would love to be able to watch the entire MCU again for the first time. Because the first couple of movies, I watched them begrudgingly. My husband really wanted to watch them. He had seen the first Iron Man and hadn't seen anything else ever. So we decided that we were going to get into it. And I think this was right before Civil War. I think Civil War was the first one that we saw in theaters. No. What came before that? I don't know. But clearly we got into it late. So we started with Captain America, the First Avenger. And I just remember I had such negative expectation going into it, and I didn't want to watch it, but I didn't want him to watch it alone. And I love the MCU now, and like I'm really excited because tomorrow Falcon and Winter Soldier is premiering, and we watched WandaVision for the last 6 weeks. So I love it now, and I wish that I could go back and watch them again with a different mindset. So Ruth says E.T. I was terrified of E.T. when it came out and when I was a kid, and it gave me nightmares, and I still can't watch it. A few months ago, or whenever it was, they did a commercial for E.T. where it was like this whole story and everything. I couldn't watch that either. I can't do E.T. Star Wars. So I had watched one of the, whatever one came out in like around 2005, 2006, somewhere around there. I saw that in theaters. Another one begrudgingly. I fell asleep because I did not want to be there. I had no interest in watching Star Wars at all. And then last year at the start of quarantine, my husband and I were like, let's just watch these. And we started with episode 4. And I kind of wish that we would have started with 1 and watched it going forward. Those first 3 I loved, like episodes 1, 2, and 3. I loved more than 4, 5, and 6. And I did like 7, 8, and 9 also. So it was exciting because like I had seen one of those Star Wars movies, whichever one that was, but it was basically like completely forgotten by the time I watched it last year because it was like 15 years later. So I did get to watch it for the first time again. Brave. I love Brave. I feel like Brave does not get enough credit and like enough love from like Disney and Pixar. And I don't know, maybe it's because it's a princess movie where it's not a musical, but I love Merida. She's one of my favorite princesses. She's not my absolute favorite. Tiana's my absolute favorite because she's a hard worker, and I just love everything that she stands for. But I love Merida because she breaks the mold, and I just think that they don't get that movie just doesn't get enough credit. Really going to miss the theater, like a regular movie theater, or going to like plays theater. We used to go to see, I don't know if it was on Broadway or off Broadway. I was a kid, so I don't know, but we lived in New Jersey and we weren't far from New York City, so we would do quite a few trips to see different plays. I remember seeing Once Upon a Mattress, and I think I saw Annie Oakley, and I saw one other thing in school, but I don't remember what it was. Gremlins. I still have never seen Gremlins. So it kind of makes me want to see it since it's your pick for wanting to be able to see again for the first time. E.T. made me cry. I'd like to see if it does the same to me as an adult. I feel like I should suck it up and try to watch E.T. But I don't know. I mean, like, the fact that I still had that same visceral reaction to the commercial that came out recently, and as I did when I was a child, I don't know if I could do E.T. Second Gremlins. I love Tiana too. Her movie was just great. I mean, like, I also love New Orleans. I've been there a few times. I love that city. And it takes place in the 20s, which it's just really pretty. But I love Tiana, and she was one of my favorite princesses to go and meet in Disney World. And we've gone twice. And the first time that we went, I was kind of reserved and was a little bit nervous and shy about, like, meeting the characters with the kids. But Tiana was the only princess that I insisted that I wanted to be in that meet. I wanted to go and be in that picture. And then the second time that we went, so the first time Tiana was in like a gazebo outside. And then the second time we went, she was inside the Princess Fairy Tale Hall with Rapunzel. That whole experience from that trip was incredible. Rapunzel was joking with my kids the whole time. She spent so much time with the kids. And then Tiana was playing with the kids too. And Tiana, she got down on the floor with my kids and she was bouncing around and jumping in her dress. I mean, like, you know Tiana's dress, right? Like, it's big. It's poofy. It's gorgeous. But it's big and poofy. But she was down onto the floor, jumping like a frog with my kids. And then Rapunzel is bantering back and forth with her. And then Tiana's, and it was just, they spent so much time with us. It was late at night. It was right before the fireworks. So it was empty in there. And it was just such a great experience. I loved it. The movie theater, ours closed. Yeah, ours, I think, has opened up again. I've driven past it a couple of times and seen some cars in the parking lot, but I don't know if it's opened or not. Never been to New Orleans. Definitely go. It really is beautiful. There's so much that I wish I could do that I haven't done, so I definitely want to go back. But walking down Decatur Street along the river, it really is pretty. And then the cathedral that's right there, which of course now I can't think of the name of the cathedral, but it's beautiful and it's so iconic. Every time I see it, like when we didn't really watch a lot of football this year, but the times that we would watch football and it would happen to be a Saints game and they were home, of course they show the cathedral. I'm like, I miss New Orleans. E.T. was the only movie our dad ever went to see with us at a theater. I don't even think my dad ever went to see a movie in the theaters with us, now that I'm thinking about it. But that is a really nice memory to have something like that. Nice. Let's see. Okay, it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm surprised. I thought that we would have gone through all of these questions way quicker and had too much time left, but let's see. We're going to do one more. Okay, this one's funny. So this one, I have an answer to this about a strange food combo that you absolutely love. Yeah, it really was. Like, the people, like those cast members, like all of them in Disney, whether they are actual character cast members or any of the other cast members, like they're something else. They take their job as hospitality and trying to make magical memories so seriously. And when it's a character that is doing that for your children, like it's amazing. It really is. So, okay, the strangest food combo. I have a weird hot dog combination that I eat. And this stems from the fact that we had like a gourmet hot dog place when we lived in Harrisburg. So we don't live in the city anymore. But there was this one place, and sadly they're closed now. Splinter again. So I've enjoyed these lives. Okay, hold on. I'm going to come back to that comment in a second. So the hot dog place, they had so many different things that you could put. So like, you're like, oh yeah, ketchup and mustard is one thing that you can do, and relish and whatever. But they had a bacon wrapped hot dog, and then they had so many different toppings that you could put on it. Like, yeah, they had a chili dog, but they also had mac and cheese hot dogs and mac and cheese chili hot dogs. My favorite from them, though, was pulled pork with coleslaw and barbecue sauce and bacon. Oh my God, that was incredible. So now, because of that, when I'm home and I'm having hot dogs, I will usually put barbecue sauce on my hot dogs, or I'll put honey mustard on my hot dogs. My daughter is very odd, and she puts blue cheese on her hot dogs. But we'd go very, very out there with our hot dogs in this house. But yeah, the pulled pork, bacon, coleslaw, and I think they had something else. I don't think that it had the mac and cheese on that one. So good, though. All right, so Rotel tomatoes in mac and cheese. That does sound pretty good, actually. See, now I'm thinking about what if you put pico in mac and cheese? I thought that would be really good. Popcorn and Three Musketeers candy bars. Okay, how about popcorn and a Nestle Crunch candy bar? That is really tasty, too. Chili mac. Yeah, and see, that one sounds good too. I had this afternoon, I had mac and cheese with pulled pork. There's this one restaurant by us that does a cornbread waffle with barbecue pulled pork, and mac and cheese on it. So tasty. And then this was the question I said I was going to come back to. I'm not sure. I'm having fun doing this, but the idea behind me doing them at 9 o'clock was because it was after tuck-in time. But by the time I'm done doing them, it's 10 o'clock here. Like, it's 9:53 right now. And, like, I'm still peppy and everything right now, but as soon as I turn this off, it's like I pass out. I mean, I don't pass out, but, like, it's like I've used up all of my energy that I had for the rest of the evening, and I've got nothing left, and I just go to bed. So I don't know if I would keep doing them at 9 o'clock. So let me know, like, if earlier would be okay with everyone. Because, like, my husband has no issue with putting the kids to bed. I love tucking in the kids because all three of them still want to be tucked in, even the 13-year-old. Which maybe I shouldn't say that on the internet, because if her friends find out, that could be bad. But I just like to be able to tuck them in. So 9 o'clock is a pretty nice time because, like, it's definitely, like, there's nothing else that could possibly conflict other than the fact that I might be generally tired, because there are some nights where I fall asleep at 9:30. But I am having fun doing this. I don't know if I would keep doing games and stuff. I guess what I could do is, like, we didn't get through all of the questions for this, and there were so many others that I had found that I didn't put on the list. So I kind of like the idea of doing these games because it makes the lives fun and interactive. So this is making me hungry. I know. I had so much food today because of her birthday. Like we had a big dinner. She wanted a baked ziti, and I can't eat. Like, I shouldn't really eat pasta. it upsets my stomach. But I couldn't not eat the baked ziti because melted mozzarella is really hard for me to pass up. Just gonna say that. I love melted mozzarella. My homemade mac and cheese, put ham and broccoli in it. That sounds tasty. I like to put bacon in mac and cheese too. So I bet the ham would, I mean, like, same general idea. Like, you've got that same like flavor profile. It's very similar. And chili peppers. Oh my God. I've just been, I don't want to say craving because it's not quite craving, but like I've been like so into jalapenos lately. And it's ridiculous. So sweet. Anytime is good for me. Okay. I'm a teacher. Anytime after 5 Central works for me. Okay, yeah, so that's 6 by me. So that works. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it too early because, like, and that's the other thing is 9 o'clock. I don't think I have anybody watching that's Pacific time. I don't even think I have anybody watching that's Mountain time. I think Eastern and Central are the 2 time zones that are watching right now. But I had originally wanted to do 9 o'clock because I was like, that's all of the time zones should be able to get to that because if anybody works until 5 o'clock, I wouldn't be starting until 6 o'clock their time if they're Pacific. So I don't know if this is still going to be a manageable time for me just because of how late it is. Earlier is fine. Okay, so I do have a West Coast. I do have a West Coast viewer. Yeah, but that's exactly it. Is I want to make sure that like if you're on the West Coast and you work until 5 and I do something prior to 8 o'clock my time, it's not going to work. I'm up all night, so sometimes I feel like that's me. I'm either up entirely too late or I crash entirely too early. There's no in between. So we have 1 Pacific time. Oh, okay. How did I not know? I had 2 that you and Kate were both Pacific. Okay. So, okay, but Sherry, you did say that anytime was good for you. Okay. All right, so I'm definitely going to be 9 p.m. next week because when I decided that I was going to do the lives, I was like, I'm going to commit to doing the entire month of March all at 9 p.m. just for consistency because I like that. Because also, it's been hard for me to get out my videos lately. I don't even think I published my B6 plan with me, so I'll probably just publish that tomorrow. I have it edited. And I'm almost done editing from 2 weeks ago, a drink recipe. And I have another drink recipe that I never even edited. And I have a haul video. And I have more Happy Meal that just came. I've just been working, trying to get this released together. Because I really wanted it to go up last week. But I'm happy I did not force that. Because it would not have been ready in time. At least not without the expense of my sanity. So, let's see. Let's get rid of the questions. All right, so next week we will be back here, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we'll figure out what we're going to do for April. But I think it's fun doing these questions and everything, so we will see. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evenings, and I will see you next week.